Welcome to the Alliance Tournament 21 Finals. The feeders have ended, the champions have clashed, and the battlefield now echoes with what remains. The highlights, the chaos, and the glory of the final hours. These are the moments that defined the tournament. This is Warlock Industries, providing cinematic battles and once again, accurate reporting, straight from the front lines.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Alliance Tournament 21. We have 32 teams competing over the next couple of days in over 70 matches.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
But we are on Tranquility. This is the real server. They paid real ISK.
What the hell is even that?
Let's look at the bans for Rage Quit Cancel Sub versus Goon Swarm Federation.
Welcome to Love Island, where hearts melt faster than the ice and someone's always lying about their intentions.
What the f*** is this piece of shit?
Let us look at the bans. Here. Ban guy. Bart, I think this might be the first time we have seen the Dominic's ban. Correct me if I'm wrong. Why might... am I wrong?
Yeah.
Point at this time. So the Sleipnir mystical magic. Oh wait, hey, bring that van. Hey, hang on. Hey, whoa. I want to point at the Sleipnir. There we go.
Yeah, Meta Reloaded going after both this EOS, but also a Svipple of Kaldari Daddy 69420.
Fantastic name. That's a great. He got the memo for the sponsors, isn't it?
Absolutely. Kaldari indeed sponsoring the event, maybe sponsoring that username as well.
Loaded there, taking the victory over Neon Nightmares. Let's go. Talk to me about what we just witnessed. An exciting match? No.
Does look like it is going to be Ravengard as the next target. And as I say that, Lord Vagina Slayer.
Jesus Christ. That's Jason Bourne.
They heard you were like, no.
Yeah, no. They're going after, indeed, yeah, they're going after Lord, but yeah, they have everything locked down. They're so ready to switch targets here. Unlike Rapid Heavies, these Torp ships are just going to keep applying damage forever. I think they maybe just won this one in the draft. Like, they're doing such a great job crushing through these APOCs here. There goes Ravengard's APOC as well. Now in low hull, yeah, there he does go down. And I have a feeling at this point the Stork might be the only victim that the Sons of Bane team are able to find. And as you said, really did not matter that the Stork died whatsoever. The info links are, they were probably there for the first couple minutes, and then nothing matters anymore because the APOCs are already dead.
And also the second cycle probably wouldn't have happened anyway.
Nope.
Oh, speaking of life not being there, Warpout has been scrammed by a Kitsune of Piver, really probably in deeper than he needs to be. The Kitsune down, that's going to be the jams off the field for Truth, Honor, Light. And speaking of getting down, Blue Melon in the APOC is down at half armor. They're trading up for the Vexer of Piver. I really understand why you'd want to get that tackle off right that's getting on top of you, but you can't be trading a Vexer for a battleship like that. And look, the Chosen one is the Chosen primary, and it is getting chosen to get sent down rather quickly. The Osprey of Credit Card is about to get swiped out of the arena as Code Earth and Cody. I mean, just from those dots, they're about half shielded.
I'm pretty sure it just like, as if you just started again. It doesn't stack.
Yeah, you can't stack them. Oh wait, okay. If it goes green, I'll go here. Hello.
I'm being elevated to match my esteemed co-captain.
Burning straight into the ball of Scorp Navy issues.
Wait, these Scorpion Navies are eating each other. This is a Tinker. This is a Tinker comp.
It's a Tinker.
Oh, and the Scorpionavian of Trump's blood goes flying. He went to Narnia. Carl O'Neill landing an absolutely perfect stellar bump onto him. If they're wanting to break this Tinker, that was the way to do it right here and now.
The time is now. Now hit the Scorp Navy issues. There was cap transfers going across. I think we got it on the screen as well. There were cap transfers going across, so definitely like a pseudo Tinker going on here.
Let's take a look at this year's prize ships. So I believe we have a cool video any moment. Here we go.
See, now that's some bullshit.
Let us look at the bands for our first match of the day, the Tuskers Co. versus Laserhawks. This is defending champions. Band Guy tells me he's prepping the bands. God damn it, Band Guy. You have one job.
Again, another game that Tuskers have accidentally won, as opposed to
confidently win.
Yes, yes.
So obviously the Zenithaf, it's been super popular. I've seen a lot of bands. Oh no. Ooh. This is a new one. I don't
Twitch chat kind of identified here, it was probably one of the most exciting matches for viewer entertainment.
We should watch it again. Let's watch the match again.
Yeah, if we could just get the replay back up,
replay
just a full 10-minute replay.
Alright, so let's find out, are the vibes good, or are they...
In a world where one man thinks his team has what it takes by showing off the most prized possession, a Quafe, will they claim victory with this overwhelming advantage? Will strategy, precision, and power finally align to deliver the flawless win they've been waiting for? The crowd holds its breath. Destiny itself seems to pause. Oh, never mind. Nope, they've already fucked it up.
Here we go again.
Once again, we must ask the same pertinent question. Is Mark Bridges truly indestructible? Let's go to the arena and find out.
We see the Navy Apex starting on Mark Bridges, who is not in his indestructible Balgorn, so we will
He
probably...
can survive. I believe he's indestructible. He's going to survive this somehow.
He's not in his Balgorn. Raiffeisen does go down.
Does go down, but trading for the
Mark
destructible
Bridges.
now.
The very destructible
Mark Bridges does go down with 2 properties left.
I'm surprised that we have 2 Goristas positions over there. And they are slightly different.
Interesting. This is a valid point, well presented.
They do have 2 damage types. It could be like kinetic and then the thermal. Who knows?
That Balgorn is the linchpin. It is the control that team needs. That's how they warped in. It was the screen, and instead it is a fly on a windscreen, it looks like. It is dropping so fast.
So fast. The damage is incredible.
It is wrapping back, but when those torp land, he takes 20% armor every hit, and then reps back 10 or 15, and then he's chunked again. I think it doesn't matter. One more volley, and Hui Kante in that flag Balgorn is down.
And he does go down.
There he goes. And those Torp Ravens are now no longer webbed, no longer grappled, and it's all to do on that Kitsune whether those jams go off.
This is the loser's bracket, so losing here will knock either of these teams out of the tournament. Winning here, and you are prize ship enjoyers at least. You could be better, but we'll see how it goes.
Trying to do what it can, but right now they don't seem to be able to make much of a dent anymore. There's one Vexor, that's probably their entire damage output. There's no attack bar anymore. There's no red in the attack bar, so there's no actual outgoing damage. This match is done and dusted.
No, they're in hull and they do go down. That's an amazing trade right off the bat for Doro. And yeah, not what you want to see if you're a Road Capel fan, but still
Not
they're
what
trying.
You want to see.
Yeah,
but all those nukes have piled in on those Abaddons and that Balgorn, and all of those weapon systems are extremely vulnerable to capital or to cap warfare. So there is a chance that they start pulling it back if that top end of Road Capel can just neutralize the energy of Duro Sweet Punch.
And of course, that damage is going to drop even more drastically when this Abaddon does fall. It is in low hull now and does go down, so at least Road Capel have taken a battleship for their trouble. But again, I think the big elephant in the room is still here. That Balgorn, it's a flag ball. It can do whatever it wants here, even if the Abaddon goes cap dry, I think.
In a world where hope is lost and logic is optional, one man dares to try again. Using an ancient Amarr ritual banned for its 100% failure rate. Will this be the miracle that turns the tide? No, it will not. Here they go, to back it up once again.
Test Alliance, please ignore. CCP Jotun's curse worked. He cursed them right out of this tournament. In fact, I believe he is cheering somewhere off screen right now.
That Osprey, though, actually getting webs initially on top of it. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
that's
no
going
stress.
to be the Yashimu getting excellent pressure. If those drop quickly, that's going to be huge. But that Thalos is rotating its dots across the Navy Megas, and that's excellent play.
But there's another amazing thing that I'm seeing, which is the Svipple of Rhea Milka has actually burned itself all the way into the back line, where it is it's just soloing a Purifier at the moment, and there's also 2 Inquisitors there, which it might be able to try to go after next.
Yeah, no, I mean, the Inquisitors are being held down trying to support the bomber, but, like, bro, get on top of Kit Kat. Like, get on your Navy Mega.
Is firing, is nuding, all of that. Is that going to be enough to break through the Cenotapht's hit points, though?
I'm doing my part.
Proving that the Zenitaph can, in fact, be defeated. It's not scary. Why would you bother banning it? After the tournament, there's usually a lot of teams that go and they post videos with their comms recordings and stuff like that, and that is definitely one of the ones I'd love to see. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Alliance Tournament 21. I am CCP Overload, and this is the final day. We've gone from 32 teams down to just 12.
Finally! No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Good book. This is what Rage Quit have been doing. Refusing to lose, refusing to go out. Let's take a quick moment and refresh ourselves about these two teams. Yes, band guys like, wait, what? Odin's call? Odin is calling right now, and he's telling you to tell them, the beautiful people out there, about them. Oh yeah, no, I misread the schedule. It's my fault.
It's wrong. No, yeah, you're wrong.
Listen, band guy, I will come back there. The name mic up in my headset to tell me what's going on, and it was just sheer panic. I could hear multiple people in there going, oh! And it turns out I just can't read. comp. Welcome to the desk, Mystical Might. Nice to have you back.
Hiya.
Tell me about that matchup there. All that needs to happen is Melinda needs to not die. And we saw him frantically approaching the micro jump drive beacon with a cloud of drones following him. Gentlemen, for the first time on live on twitch.tv/CCP, it is Bad Guy. The Raven Navy. time to talk about this now. Our next match is in half an hour, so if you need a coffee, if you need a short break, this is the time.
As these alleged experts ramble for 29 full minutes, we turn our attention to the grand finale. Welcome, pilots, once again, to the Oopsie Dome. Orchestrated by New Eden's finest, it's 1,000 versus 1,000 in an arena where everything went wrong 5 minutes ago. And the grand prize? A broken camera that's burnt to a crisp, courtesy of yours truly.
We've got 25 seconds. He is down into about 10% armor, 5%, 2% hull.
I think they can actually do this because it is a Leshak. They've been sitting there for minutes and minutes schooling. This is
quarter armor,
ridiculous DPS.
half armor, 15 seconds. If they do it, and I think they will, and it goes down! That's going to be the match going in favor of evasive maneuvering. 7 seconds left. 007, 1 win in favor of evasive maneuvering. Maneuvering themselves to a lead. What a nail biter.
Where one man would snack without end. A man who would go back again and again and again. Some say this summoned the band guy. Others say it summoned destiny. All we know is this: he is part of New Eden's most elite team that has ever existed. He films, he flies, and he reports. Extremely mildly accurate reporting. Straight from the front lines. This is Warlock Industries.
It is time. Mystical Mind and Theron Valerax have joined me for the Grand Finals. The Grand Finals. Best of 5. To decide the winner of Alliance Tournament 21. We started a couple days ago with 32 teams. We now have just 2 remaining. Mystical Might.
Yes.
Are you excited?
I would like you to refer to me by my government name.
Meow Meow.
Thank you.
Mr. Meow Meow.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But now we're in the grand finals. Things are going to get a little bit weird.
Oh yeah. I mean, I expect.
Sorry. That's nothing I can do about that one. Sound guy's just bleeding out the ears.
Hello and welcome to the grand finals of Alliance Tournament 21. I'm Novaterra Ren, joined here by Black Bart Pirate for what is sure to be a pretty crazy match. The winner of the best of 5 is going to be etching their name on the Alliance Tournament trophy and in the system of Monarch, the memorial there for the Alliance Tournament, and getting a veritable bounty of prize ships. But the opposite of veritable bounty is we have 5 members showing up from the Meta Reloaded side. Golems, Scorpion Navy, Nighthawks. What are we seeing, BBP?
We're at 350% tie-dye right now.
This is a ridiculous amount of tie-dye. Everything is so fast in the arena. I've never seen cruise missiles firing faster than this, but oh boy, I do think there's a good potential for actually these golems to break with this sort of setup. We're seeing some damage now actually swap over to a Nighthawk. That might be a little bit of a squishier target.
This Nighthawk is actually burning very, very quickly. 25%, 34%. It's bouncing up and down. I hear them just yelling in the other room right now.
No, absolutely incredible. And again, I think the biggest problem is these golems cannot apply while those damps are cycling off on them. The Nighthawk is going lower and lower into shield. I could imagine this Nighthawk is about to go down entirely. It's mid-armor.
They're losing their minds out there. And there it goes. Oh, no. The reverse tie-dye. You know, it looked like the ships might have actually floated a little too far away from each other. That gives it to Tuskers unless somehow Meta Reloaded can somehow pull this off and get something down. But, you know, Tuskers, I think they might just run away at this point. They're like, all right, cool, we did it, guys, and start flying backwards.
Absolutely amazing stuff from the Tuskers.
Oh,
showing
never
they can
mind.
break one night off. There's the next 500% tie-dye. Now it's just the masterclass of showing what all of their own missiles can do. I loved the attempt here from Meta Reloaded. I loved what they were trying to go up against one of those 199-point comps, which it turns out comps that you can bring like that, 199 points, are perfectly serviceable, but there are certain edge cases where no ships die and you can lose to that, but narrowly avoiding that is the Tuskers here. Wow, what a first match.
Welcome back to the second match of the grand finals of Alliance Tournament XXI.
This time we are seeing a Mollis from our Meta Reloaded team who is trying to put the team on their back with the damps, but wow, they are now getting chunked as well. I think those sentries were applying the paints, the webs go off. I think the Balgorn got just close enough to apply those long-range webs. He does go down, it's huge.
Yeah, I think that maybe trying to damp out crucifiers when you are in a mostly drone comp was not the correct choice. I think Tuskers realized at the very last second that they could actually still throw this if they lost both Confessors and a crucifier, and so they all pulled way back. I think Alexander actually lives barely surviving. Everybody gets healed back to full, so missiles in flight doesn't take anything out. Back to the studio, we have at least one more match coming, so please stay tuned.
And if there's one thing Volta is good at in Alliance tournaments, is bringing 3 of things, which is why we also have Starfleet Commander.
Welcome back to Love Island. You didn't think we'd forget about these two, did you? Take your vote and see if you think they'll be the winners of true love, or if their intentions was something else entirely.
Of this matchup. It's not the Tuskers, of course. It's not Meta Reloaded. It is, in fact, you, Twitch chat. You get another 27 minutes and 47 seconds of us talking at you. I could use a beer, but luckily I have my very own beer goblin somewhere to here. There's mine. Thank you. So, I'm gonna just crack this one. You guys get one as well.
Thank you.
1 second.
Jesus.
This is the FanFest beer, because I was wondering. It's pretty cool beer from FanFest.
Hello, sound guy.
Hello, sound guy.
What did you do?
What did you do?
Welcome to the newest bombshell on Love Island. Arriving hot, ready to turn heads, and fully prepared to take over, no matter the cost.
Welcome back. We are here again, and it seems that Meta Reloaded has used the secret tech of, despite being Conquest banned, bring the same comp back again. And in fact, this time I think it might actually be a little bit better because they have a Basilisk. The match has started, and once again, we immediately see, look at how synced. Look at those Raven Navy issues. They all are moving at the exact same time, the exact same speed. That is a thing of beauty.
They absolutely are, and the Raptor was screaming in to find initial tackle, and yes, they're going after that flag Balgorn immediately. Raptor putting everything onto it, saying, I am the sacrifice here. If you try to kill me, you're likely to be able to, but not before I find a critical tackle, and those Ravens are already in. They're starting to apply to this flag ball. Again, there's some jam attempts here on Deacons. I believe that's Hornet EC300s that are trying to make that happen, but they're not landing right this moment. The Balgorn is so close to going down. He's in hull.
Yeah, the Balgorn's in hull, bleeding hull. One last rep coming off, 15% armor, 38% structure, rapidly dropping, 6% armor, 16% armor, 10% structure. The next volley will probably do it. I lied. It was the second volley that got him. So the flag Balgorn of the Tuskers is down. All three Ravens are still alive. However, that Basilisk is actually tackled. Maybe got in a little bit too close. Tuskers could pull this back. There is still absolutely massive amounts of gun DPS on field. Somehow this Drekavik is living, and I think that while at the time ignoring the Deacons was the correct move, this might turn into one of those matches where keeping those alive is going to win it for him. I never thought that a Drekavik would be the thing that would be tanking everything, and I believe that Meta might be thinking, oh no, we should probably switch to these Absolutions. So it looks like they are swapping over to Wex, doing a little bit more work on Wex. There's a chance that this dies, trying to spread some damage onto the Deacons. The Heron Navy issue taking a little bit of damage, and they are Tuskers is now working on Chadwick's Raven.
Absolutely incredible stuff here from the Tuskers. Just, yeah, wow.
Is heading towards the edge of glory. I think you're right. They might have taken the loot. They're trying to boundary with it so that Tuskers doesn't get it back.
No, indeed, they are saying in local, easy loot, so I do think that's exactly the case. The Raven likely just stole it and is saying, no, this is mine. I might go down with it with the most expensive Raven lost mail potentially here. Heron Navy of Svein is also dropping. It's just Alexander Korringen left between the Tuskers and their second back-to-back then finish here. First place, Alliance Tournament 21. And that is it. Tuskers are champion here. And for the last time, we're passing it back to the desk.
I also want to say thank you to the viewers. Yep. You guys out there. Without you, this is what we're doing this for. But most importantly, the competitors. Everyone who scrimmed, everyone who went into the feeders, everyone who was just a practice partner who didn't fly in the main tournament. Yep. Eve rookies who were running open practices for people. All the teams that had people that were helping them, theorycrafting, every single one of them. This does not happen without you. You are the heart and soul of this tournament, and we thank you for it. I have been CCP Overload once again. You've been watching Alliance Tournament 21, and we will see you next year.